Now Quest is just a little 14-week-old puppy, so I don't want to use any levels of stimulation yet. We're just collar conditioning her with vibrate, so we're vibrating, conditioning her to what she already knows. Good. Good girl. Let's give her a treat. Good. Good. Good morning, Kat here with Standing Stone Kennels, and we have Quest with us again. And today we're going to be using an e-collar to collar condition her to recall. We've really been laying the groundwork for this with clicker conditioning her to recall and using positive reinforcement, and she's done really well with that. Except we've noticed in higher distracting situations, like going outside and running around with some of our other dogs, she's starting to not listen quite as well as we'd like. So now we're going to introduce the e-collar to work on recall with her. And we're going to start that in a very controlled environment in our house, not just go outside for the first time with her e-collar on and see how that goes. So we're going to do that inside today, and we're going to be using DT Systems MR1100. They're one of our sponsors, and they're allowing us to give that collar away today. So this really awesome collar has a couple awesome features. Vibrate, which is what we're going to be using today with Quest, is going to feel just similar to what your cell phone vibrates like, but then the collar also has a continuous stimulation and a momentary stimulation feature, as well as you can add up to 3 dogs on this system. So it's a pretty sweet collar, and as long as you're liking, sharing, and commenting on this video for the next 24 hours, you're going to be entered in a chance to win this collar. So I'm going to show you how we fit the collar. That is a very important part of collar conditioning. She's like, I will just bite it and I will show you how this is done. So I'm going to get the collar on, and it's important that it sits up under her neck at the smallest part of her neck. If I put it on the bottom part of her neck and then it adjusts, it's going to be too loose to make consistent contact, and then our training session won't be super consistent. So if you can see, it's up pretty snug. I can fit a couple fingers under the collar strap. She's not choking or coughing. If you did have her choking or coughing, it's going to be a little bit too snug. And then I'm also going to just slip this collar back up through the buckle, just so the collar flap is out of the way. We do this for a couple reasons. Quest is going to grow, she's going to get bigger, so we're definitely going to want more of that collar strap to be able to adjust for her size changes as she gets bigger, as well as the collar itself has an antenna that runs through that that's going to give us our really nice range. So if we cut that, we're going to diminish our signal. So I don't want to cut that and have any problems with signal strength. So we've got the collar fitted. And we're going to first build a little bit of momentum. Like I said, Quest, trip over the puppy. Quest is clicker trained to recall. So we're going to build a little momentum of her coming, touching my hand, and getting rewarded with a treat. Good. No collar at all yet, just getting her used to coming and touching my hand, building some momentum in the training session. Here. Oh, then you jumped up to see what that transmitter was. Here. Good. Here. Good. Now when I start introducing the collar, I'm going to also overlay the clicker. Come on, Quest. Move your feet. If we get the barking like we've had in the past, we're just going to ignore that, and we're not going to be rewarding her for that behavior. Ignore for a minute, and do another one. So now we're just going to use vibrate here. I'm going to wait until she stops barking at me. Then she's gonna feel the collar. I'm still gonna give her that target so she knows what we're doing. She already knows to come in and touch our hand is how she's going to get rewarded. Well, now we're going to incorporate the collar conditioning to recall side of things, which uses negative reinforcement. And she's going to learn to shut the collar off. She's going to come in and touch my hand, which is something she already knows, and then the collar will shut off. So she feels the collar. You can kind of tell she's not sure. Quest, quest, quest. As soon as she got to me, it shut off. And I'm still going to give her a treat and a reward. I don't need the clicker at the moment just because that's going to add just one more thing that I don't have enough hands for, but we're still going to reward her and use some treats. So again, we're going to use vibrate. I'm just going to try and get a little separation distance because she's right here. Quest, quest. As soon as she touches my hand, the vibrate shuts off. So the first time when she was kind of walking around and wasn't sure what the collar was meaning, I didn't want to just let the collar off because she hasn't done what I want her to do, which is come to me. So she's way over there. I'm not using the collar yet. Quest. Good. So she felt the collar. Do you want the treat now? Hey, there you go. So she felt the collar the entire time until she got to me. And I'm going to try and raise the transmitter up when I'm using the collar and lower it when I'm not, so that you have a little more visual of when she's feeling the vibration and when she's not. Now, Quest is just a little 14-week-old puppy, so I don't want to use any levels of stimulation yet. We're just collar conditioning her with vibrate, so we're vibrating, conditioning her to what she already knows. Good. Good girl. Let's give her a treat. Good. Good. But she's definitely feeling that collar, like you could see the first time when she wasn't sure what it meant, but she's much more comfortable with feeling what that collar means and not letting it affect what we're asking. Here. Quest. Good. Good girl. Good. We'll do a couple more reps. If your puppy starts to get really clingy, here. Good. During your training sessions, you can also call your puppy back and forth between you and a partner. Now, one of you will be running the transmitter while the other person is calling, but here. So she's feeling vibrate. Good. Good. Kind of like we did that drill when we were working on some recall back and forth between us and we were using the clicker. Here. Good. Good girl. So this is a really great start on her collar conditioning to recall. She's following me around a little bit. Here. Good. Good girl. Good. So I will come up here. Here. Good. Little treat. And then we can sit and explain a few things and answer any questions that there might have been. So a couple key things is Quest already knows what we're asking because we've taught it using positive reinforcement and clicker training. Now we're introducing the e-collar. We're using the vibrate to collar condition her to recall, which is using negative reinforcement. Basically, she learns to, don't chew on that. Somebody's going to win this collar. So she understands with negative reinforcement, or is going to start understanding through this collar conditioning process, that in order to turn the stimulation or the vibration off, she complies with something she already knows, which is coming in and touching our hand at this point. But we can collar condition to multiple different behaviors like place training, going in a crate. But we will work on those after she has a much better understanding of collar conditioning to recall. And we'll also want to make sure that she's doing well with collar conditioning to recall in more high distracting situations like going outside, but we're going to probably do that in the backyard where it's fenced in, so we have a little more control still of the situation and she doesn't run around like she's been doing. Very independent puppy. So were there any questions? No questions. Okay. Well, thank you for watching, and remember to like share, and comment this video for the next 24 hours for your chance to win the DT Systems MR1100 e-collar. And we couldn't do these videos without our sponsor, DT Systems. So thanks for watching.